there, welcome back to one of my cooking videos. Another day, another video. Check this out, look. Yeah, I got myself a printed t-shirt. Looking good, looking good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my previous video. So this week, what am I going to do today? Well, what do you do when you've got a few different types of vegetables left over, a bit of cold meat in the fridge, a lot of eggs? I'm going to do a frittatas. Never done one before. Yes, I know it's only an omelette, but it's a baked omelette, posh omelette done in the oven, of course. So, good way to use up any sort of vegetables you've got left over in the fridge, a bit of meat, etc. Anyway, hope you enjoy this one. It's going to be pretty quick and easy. So let's get on over here some ingredients we're using for this mixed vegetable and meat frittatas I'm going to do. Right, so for this frittatas which I'm cooking today, pretty simple ingredients, pretty quick to cook in the oven. So what have we got? So I'm starting off, we've got 6 eggs here, that's what I'm using there. I'm using 1 cup of milk. You can use milk and cream or just cream to make it richer if you want, it's entirely up to you. I'm using about 80 grams of a vintage cheddar there. You can use whatever cheddar you want. I've used a nice strong one to give it a bit of flavour. About a tablespoonful of chives out of the garden, about half a teaspoonful of salt and black pepper. Now the vegetables, I'm using 150 grams of mixed vegetables here, and what I've got in the fridge is I've got red pepper which I've diced up, a green pepper and an onion which I've finely diced as well. So that's 150 grams. You can use any type of vegetables you want, anything that's left over. I'm also using 120 grams there of a cooked ham. Now I've had the cooked ham in the fridge and this is what's left of it, so I'm using that as the meat in there. You don't have to have meat, you can put whatever you want. That's what I'm using. Now I'm not going to do one big giant frittatas. I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to do little tiny miniature ones. So I can see how they come out. That's going to be good for a party or for a barbecue. So I'm going to decide I'm going to put them in there and see how they come out. Anyway, enough of this whole waffling. Let's get on over here and start this dish off. Right, so okay, the first job we need to do really is just fry off these peppers and this onion. Just going to fry them off. They're nice and softish. Well, you could also put garlic in this if you want, I suppose, but I'm not putting garlic in this one, surprisingly enough. I do like my garlic, but anyway, so just cook those down for about 5 minutes till they're nice and soft, and then we let them cool down, ready to put into the egg mixture. Right, so I put the oven on. I put that on to about 175 gas mark 4. Now all we're going to basically do, got this bowl here, we just crack some eggs into there. That's the eggs in there. Let's give these a little bit of a stir. Basically eggs in there, milk, bit of whisk around, over a little bit, and then we're just going to whack in salt, pepper, chives, the cheese in there. Give that a stir around. Basically whack the ham in there, and then all we need to do now is just wait for these to cook and cool down. Give them a little bit longer. And once they cook now, I've slightly oiled the pan with a little bit of olive oil. I'm just going to put this in the oven just to get that warmed up a little bit. And when you come back, when these vegetables are cooled down, ready to put in the mix. Right, so that's cooled down enough, so whack them in there. Give them a mix around. Sure they're well mixed. Now we're going to get the little patty tray out. Go. And now I'm just going to spoon this mixture into the patty trays. Make sure you get plenty of the filling on the spoon as well. There we go. I'm going to have a bit more mixture I think than the others, but nice, we do all of them. I'll carry on with them in a minute, and then once that's done I'll put in the oven. Now we're going to cook these in the oven for about 20-25 minutes until they're risen a little bit nice and fluffy. So I'll come back when they're ready to get out of the oven. There we are, 25 minutes in the oven. I've put the oven up for a few degrees in the last 5 minutes just to give them a little grab, but them bad boys look absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to let these cool down, and then we're going to get them on a plate. There we go, all done and dusted. Mixed vegetable frittatas. And there we go, all done, cooked lovely. These actually do freeze well as well. I mean, you could have these hot or cold, so I'm going to eat one hot. I can see the inside of that. See the peppers, the ham there. Oh, nice, very strong cheese flavour on that. A strong cheese would go well, so yeah. They actually very nice. So there we go. Another dish done. Mixed vegetable frittatas. Very nice. Pleased with them ones. Here we go, another recipe done. Mixed vegetable frittatas, whatever I pronounce it. So, gonna have one more. So very nice, especially done in these little muffin dishes type. Very nice. Better stop eating these or they'll all go. There we go, I hope you enjoyed that one. Please do like, subscribe, give it the old thumbs up if you enjoyed that one. Do give it a try. Like I say, I think they're going to be nice cold as well, and they freeze well for up to 3 months, so it's a win-win all round really. If you've got any leftover vegetables in the fridge, just use up what you've got. Anyway, again, thanks a lot for watching. Look after yourselves, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching again. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care, bye.